Last he knew, his daughter Martha Allen married David Barker, who was Ollie's father. And David was a Civil War veteran. And then this is the Barker house that was the John Barker house. See, Midway is Dexter. It was called Asylum and Midway because it was midway between Oxford and Williamsburg. And so this is where the John Barker house was. And he had, like I said, about 10 or 12 children. And they all moved across the country, went out west, California and Texas. They were Charles Barker was one of the earliest settlers in Dallas County, Texas. And so that's what I had asked your father about. I said, you remember the old John Barker? He paused for a moment and thought about it for a little bit, and then he said, yeah, you know, when we were kids, and he was born in a little cabin across the street or across the road there. He said, we used to go over across the street and play in the ruins of the old John Barker house. And he was distinct between this one and the ruins of the original one. So that's what I've always wondered about.
Which one is the Barker one that we went into?
This one, that's still standing.
That's still standing.
Yeah.
And that's where our father was born, Macon was born.
They were all born but Ossie. Ossie was born in Dexter.
And that's still standing.
That's still standing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we used to pick up Aunt Liddy down in Smithfield and bring her, she would say, I want to go up country. So we'd bring her up into the country and she would visit with all her folks and then go around with us. And Aunt Liddy told us an awful lot of this. And I wrote a lot of it down, which I have in notes scattered all over the place and ought to pull together. But in any case, she pointed out where the old schoolhouse was, where they all went to school as kids, and throughout the entire. You know who ran the school was Aunt Matt. Aunt Matt. They were sisters. I have photographs of them in here. So, but any case, that now the old Rice home, I don't think is on this. It ought to be. I haven't been able to discover it, but that's way back in the woods, which Ben, you said Laurie Lyon, is that the name? Yeah. He owns that property, and that might be worth it to go out and see, but I suppose we should call him, right?